I don't know if that's the right place, but whatever. Eureka! Are you sure that the only thing the police removed from the crime scene was the body? They also took away the piece of cloth the body was wrapped in. In that case, a major contradiction has been created at the crime scene. Contradiction? Detective Bad, please look at the crime scene carefully once more. The bloodstain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared. I definitely didn't get any reports about the bloodstain being cleaned up. I'll check with forensics. Mr. Edgeworth, what happened? Comparing the photo and the crime scene, something struck me as being out of place. In the photo, the chocolate underneath the body remained intact inside the treasure chest. However, in the actual crime scene, it's missing. The chocolate with the bloodstain has completely vanished. Yes, did the police remove it? Or was this the work of the criminal? According to forensics, no one has cleaned up any bloodstains. I see. Well, that would mean someone erased the bloodstain. Who knows? Body was recovered by the police. Okay. Interesting. What else is there in here? The hell is this? Is that another one of those Star Cups? Elegant tableware and cookware placed on the counter. Looks like the same tea set Miss Hall was using earlier. Was Master Jeff drinking this black tea? On this tea set, only Jeff Master's fingerprints were found. Were his fingerprints found on anything, or of any of the other cookware? The cookware was washed. Nobody's fingerprints remained. Though he might have been cooking with gloves on. It seems the only thing here with his fingerprints is the tea set. Made by Pierre Bouquet? I don't know how you say his name. Just fingerprints were found on it. Touch check the button for details. Right, hang on. I think I need to just mute my microphone if I can. And then clear my nose, because God is a pain in the ass. Okay. Hopefully everything's okay. I clicked the Windows taskbar and then hit the hotkey to mute my microphone and everything minimized. Oh, that was a mistake and a half. Whoops. Was not expecting that to happen. Right, anyway. So, I examined the teapot. I don't remember what just happened. Because of what just happened. That's completely thrown me off. Oh, I can actually check it. Ooh. Wait, it's the signet. There's an engraving on the bottom. It says PH. It's the initials of the creator, Pierre Bouquet. Miss Hall and Mr. Master seem to be a big fan, or to be big fans of his, or of this sculptor's works. Initials, huh? If it were mine, it'd be RS. Why don't you try carving your initials on your own belongings? Can I not deduce? Because that's the same as the signet ring, or the signet thing that we found, I think. Is it also PH? Yeah, it is. Wait a minute. Unless... Unless that was part of the bottom of this, and it fell out. And that's what was used to kill him. Ah. Maybe. That's my idea. It's my only thought. Oh, hang on. I was thinking maybe I could actually put them together. I also realised I didn't bring up one of my other tabs. Beaten to death. Oh, I can't apply logic with evidence, so never mind. Oh god, I didn't want to do that. Oh, don't matter, I'm skipping. I didn't realise I could do that. Huh. So we have this guy. The chef. Excuse me, but you are... My apologies. I was meditating. What did you ask, Sir Detective? Actually, I'm a defense attorney. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm his assistant, Raymond. Pardon my late introduction. My name is Dane Gustavia. I am one of the pastry chefs participating in this contest. What kind of desserts do you make, Mr. Gustavia? What the fuck? Oh, Gustavia. I don't know how you say his name. The heck? Whoa. My specialty is making desserts out of candy. Aw, what a cute seahorse. It was meant to be a dragon, dancing in the sky. This is a dragon? I think it would fit better in the ocean than in the sky. I know all too well that my design is my weak point. Or that design is my weak point. I plan to study design and undergo training in Zhengfa, once things settle down here. I probably shouldn't touch the subject of design any further. Mr. Gustavia, if you aren't related to the investigation, why are you in this room? So the detective wanted to know more about the desserts in this room, so he asked me to come. Since he's one of the contestants, he might know something. Okay, so tell me about yourself. I don't know if it's Gustavia, fuck it. Those instruments you use are quite unusual. Whoa! These instruments are called candy pumps, and they pump air into candy, or into the candy. They kinda look like swords, they're so cool. Indeed, ever since I began using them, no day has gone by where I didn't receive a burn or wound. That's why I wear red clothes, so that not a single stain will ever show on me. Making desserts is serious business. I am always training. Well, aren't you fancy? Does he injure himself because he hasn't trained enough? The contest. Can you tell me about the Great Dessert Contest that was held here? From the looks of this room, it seems the desserts weren't just for eating. The exhibition Sir Master held was a contest in the art of dessert. The art of dessert. Desserts that are true works of art, made solely out of edible materials. The works of art in this room are all made from desserts. Now that you mention it, the whole room is filled with the smell of chocolate. Sir Master exhibits great talent in both flavour and design. If you're not able to surpass Sir Master in flavour and design, you will not be able to win. Beating the world's greatest pastry chef is pretty hard, isn't it? In other words, if I can surpass Sir Master, I shall become the world's greatest pastry chef. That was the prize of this contest. The prize is the title of the world's greatest. In addition to that, there is also Sir Master's treasured Angel's Recipe. If you want to learn more about the contest, just look at this piece of paper. These were the rules that were given to the participants of the contest. Contest rules, editor caught record, I didn't read it. What did that say? The rules of the contest are written on this piece of paper. Touch the check button for details. So, title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef and Angel's Recipe. Contestants' rooms will be judged, starting from the left. Afterwards, all parties will meet in Jeff's room. Any decorations not made from desserts are prohibited. Entering another contestant's room before the judging is done is prohibited. Alright. And about the case. Sorry, but I do not know much about the incident. I only learned about the incident after the judging had finished. How was the contest judging carried out? Let's see. Sir Master started judging at 3 PM. Starting from my room, the judging proceeded in a clockwise direction. I used the room to the right of Sir Master's room, which is the room we're in now. Next, the room of a female pastry chef named Delicia was judged. A female pastry chef? What kind of person is she? She's a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal. I heard she used lots of cream to make a fantasy-themed dessert. Aunt Dover was the victim. And lastly, Sir Dover's room was judged. His works were frozen statues made from sherbet. Hall discovered the body in the middle of Gustavia's judging. Oh. She panicked, and because she immediately notified the police, Master continued judging, without knowledge that the body had been discovered. As a result, Master judged Dover's room in Dover's absence. It seems we have plenty of room to suspect Master. I'm lacking in information. It's probably too early to object. By the way, Detective Band, what were you talking to Mr. Gustavia about earlier? I was asking him about the chocolate frame hanging on that wall. I thought something was missing. Oh, there's a handprint on it. I thought if I asked someone who knew a lot about desserts, I could get an answer. Although, thanks to your arrival, I still haven't gotten my answers yet. There's also a crest missing in the lower left. Well then, since you've been waiting for so long, you can ask him about it right now. I guess you don't understand sarcasm. Mr. Gustavia, can you assist us with this matter? I train in the art of desserts every day. If you have a question about desserts, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you very much. Okay, so what on earth why is this missing? You can make such a beautiful picture out of chocolate, as expected of Master Jeff. Is this really chocolate? It looks like an actual picture to me. Impressive, Sir Attorney, you noticed well. This picture of an angel is not a dessert, but rather the angel's recipe. The angel's recipe. The prize for the contest. This picture isn't made of chocolate. Indeed, within this chocolate frame lies a recipe book. So Master told everyone when he explained the rules of the contest to us in this room. So the contestants knew that the recipe was here. How about it? This frame. Don't you think it's missing something? This must be what Detective Bad was asking Mr. Xavier about earlier. This chocolate frame, there does seem to be a part that's missing. That's what's been bothering me as well. What's missing? Let me show Raymond the part of the chocolate frame that's missing. Oh. Take that! Look closely at this part with the decorations. Can you see that one of them is missing? It's true! It's different from the other decorations. This imperfect balance in the decorations is not like Sir Master. Upon closer examination, it seems this frame is not the only one with missing parts. We need to investigate further. All the desserts in this room each have one part missing. Whoa, the candle holder and the sailing tools are all damaged as well. So someone tampered with the crime scene. Tempered desserts. The desserts Mr. Master made were damaged in several places. Perhaps. Maybe Master vandalized the room himself to fool us. Master Jeff wouldn't do that sort of thing to his desserts. Tempered desserts. I wonder if they are connected to the incident. Morris intolerance for every suspicious looking nook and cranny. These finger marks are... These are unidentified finger marks. We don't know who they belong to. Since no fingerprints were left behind. Finger marks without fingerprints. These might be related to the case. Frame finger marks. Someone left finger marks on the chocolate frame, no fingerprints were found. Oh no. It's a mystery. He was probably wearing gloves. Ugh. Detective Bad likes dreams and romance. Don't think there are dreams or romance at a murder scene. Achoo! You alright, Raymond? This room is way too cold. The foundation patio wasn't very warm either. This room certainly is cold. Do you want to wear my coat? Nope, I'm fine. Because that's something that you promised to give me when I become a defense attorney. Huh, that's right. Why is the temperature turned down so low? It's been turned down in order to maintain the chocolate's temperature. Yeah, as I thought. Why don't you try opening the panel covering on that wall? Panel cover? Whoa, there's a secret panel hidden there. This control panel is installed in all the rooms Sir must have prepared. Oh. So as to not detract from the dessert's presentation, the cover was closed to conceal it. What does the panel do? It allows you to change the temperature and the lighting in the room. In order to preserve any type of dessert, it can go down to about -22 Fahrenheit. The room would be like a freezer. It's set to 59 Fahrenheit. No wonder I thought it was cold. Detective Bad. I'm not allowed to change the temperature, am I? Preserving the crime scene is the foundation of being a detective. But I'm not a detective. A defense attorney can't recklessly damage a crime scene either. Indeed, Sir Assistant, enduring hardship is also part of training. In order to preserve chocolate, 59 Fahrenheit to 64 Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. The ideal temperature for chocolate, as expected of the dessert chef. No, it is but a trifle. This is basic knowledge that anyone should know if they're a dessert chef. Oh god. So what's the idea? The ideal temperature for candy and fresh cream. As long as you watch out for humidity and hot temperatures, candy shouldn't melt. For fresh cream, around 50 Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. You need to watch out for the humidity and hot temperatures for candy. I see. Detective Bad, he seemed a bit happy when they were talking about candy. Is candy one of his favourite things? Already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. God, I can't stop yawning. Oh, I don't know why. I'm yawning so much my jaw actually hurts. Tempered desserts. Damaged in several places. I'm feeling that tired. I might actually finish this first scene and then just have a very short session. I did not expect to be so bloody tired. It's really, really ridiculous. Each of Mr. Master's works had a piece that was missing. Add to that the fact that the ship's chocolate stand was broken. I think we can surmise that someone ransacked this room. And the other one who did it could be the true culprit. That I don't know. But I think it's safe to say that the ship's stand got broken when the room was ransacked. And when the ship fell over, it broke the treasure chest lid. I expect that the lid of the treasure chest was originally closed. Oh. Alright. What? Notice anything? Your way of investigating is too soft. An investigation is like a popsicle. Walk around the crime scene and investigate. Talk with the people involved. If you do that, little by little, you'll lick it down to its core. And the truth will be written on the end of the popsicle stick. I pray that it doesn't say, the truth was lost for all eternity. Oh dear. Who are you then? What about over here? Was there nothing suspicious in the cupboard? No, sir. So, there was something? No. Only things like cooking burners and tableware were placed here. Or placed there. I see. Defense attorney, was there nothing that you noticed? No. So you did notice something? Oh no. I didn't notice anything. Everyone's always giving replies that are difficult to understand. I think it's your way of asking that's bad. What are you investigating? Sir, I'm checking the temperature of the stream. What have you learned? Sir, this stream has warm water. The stream is connected to the fountain in the patio and runs through every room. It's an unusual construction for a room. The minds of the rich I'll never understand. Oh, there we go. It seems our investigation of this room is just about over. Crime scene notes updated. Body was recovered by the police. Okay. This should make it clear. Jeff Master is the culprit. But why? All the rooms in this mansion were locked from the inside. And the only way to open them from the outside was to use this key on the mansion. Or to the mansion. Do you know who had the key? Master was the only one with the key. There were no sparse keys, or spare keys. I can't read. As I say, I'm tired. The only key that can unlock the rooms in the mansion was in Mr. Master's possession. By using the mansion key, Master could enter all the contestants' rooms. Of course, the key could also lock his room from the outside. However, Mr. Master's room is currently unlocked. Yeah, that's why you suspect Master is the culprit. I'd like to hear your reasoning in more detail. Oh, okay, we're having an argument. Alright. Boom. If the body had been found in a locker room, Master would have been the prime suspect. That's why Master made sure to leave the door to his own room unlocked. And to ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest. After the judging, everyone was scheduled to meet in Master's room. That would have created the impression that the murder had occurred while he was aware. Contrary to his expectations, the body was discovered by Miss Hall. That's my reason for suspecting Master. Got that, Ace Attorney? So you also think it was Mr. Master himself who vandalized this room? Yeah. You defense attorneys believe that justice lies in trusting your clients, but I'm a detective. If I believed every poor sap's story, I'd let the suspicious ones get away. I understand your reasoning thoroughly. However, I'd like you to hear my thoughts on the subject now. Fine. Alright. Detective Bad believes that he is right, but I won't give up so easily. I can't accept his reasoning. I'll have to show him evidence that contradicts it. Yeah! Why I suspect Jeff Master. Hold it. Isn't it a bit premature to suspect Mr. Master on those grounds alone? It's a little premature for you to be objecting. Just wait until I'm done. I'm sorry, did you say to wait? Hold it. Don't know if I like Gregory's voice. He left it unlocked. If the door had been locked, Master would be the only one who could commit the crime. Well, maybe the door just happened to be unlocked. Then maybe the body just happened to be lying in the open, waiting to be discovered. Runt. Do you think you can become a good detective with logic like that? But I don't want to be a detective. I want to be a defense attorney. Hope he isn't trying to steal my apprentice. Master had a reason to leave the door unlocked. To ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest. Oh! Yeah, I've just realised what he's incorrect about. Yeah, the lid wasn't broken on its own. It was the ship that broke it. It should even say here. Circumstance unclear regarding the part of... There, before the ship's fall, the treasure chest lids was closed. Didn't really say that the ship caused it, but I'm pretty sure that's why. Objection! Originally, the victim's body was hidden inside the chocolate treasure chest. Miss Hall entered the room when she heard a sound. I think it is likely that this was the sound of the chocolate ship falling over. Yeah, that's what you would think, just by looking at the crime scene. You said that Mr. Master broke the treasure chest lid himself. But this photo shows that the ship's fall caused the lid to break. Oh, shit. If the lid broke just before Miss Hall found the body, then Mr. Master, who was in the middle of judging, could not have broken it. Oh! I never said that Master broke the lid directly. The ship was set up to fall during the judging. I believe he tampered with the stand. Objection. Do you have proof he tampered with it? No, but the investigation isn't completely over yet. It seems they still haven't found anything conclusive. Have you found any other fingerprints, other than Mr. Master's, in this room? Yeah, there were some left on the door. But the victim Dover and Master were also among the fingerprints left behind. Before we made our desserts, we all gathered here to have the judging explained to us. Perhaps that was when we left those fingerprints? But you didn't find any fingerprints on the works in the room. What? Someone tampered with the chocolate in this room. So perhaps there are other fingerprints on it apart from Mr. Master's. No matter what we find, it won't clear Master of suspicion. Labby, hurry up and dust the chocolate for fingerprints. Roger that, sir. Detective Bad, we found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolates in the room. Whose fingerprints? They belong to a pastry chef by the name of Delicia. Good work. Return to the investigation. Yes, sir. Delicia. It would seem that there are other suspicious people besides Mr. Master, after all. I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that. I'm not stopping my investigation. We will just go and listen to what this Delicia has to say. Delicia Gustavia told us about her not long ago. Is she really a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal? Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds mighty suspicious to me. Seems that it'll be necessary for us to speak with her directly as well. Detective Bad, would you allow us to accompany you? I'm not obligated to do that. What? But you were the one who discovered the truth of the crime scene. Fine, have it your way. Follow me. Detective Bad. Thank you. Very nice. Detective Bad, sir. Are you sure about that? Right now the prosecutor is in the room. Doesn't matter. Him and I don't see eye to eye. Oh. I wonder who it could be. Him? Who's the prosecutor in charge of this case anyway? Manfred von Karma. Of course. Von Karma is in charge? That guy hasn't lost a case in 25 years. Wait a minute. Oh wait, we don't do courtroom stuff, so it doesn't exactly matter. Manfred von Karma, the living legend of the prosecutor's office? If the rumours of his courtroom performance are to be believed, he's a man who would do anything for a guilty verdict. No matter what kind of prosecutor he is, I can only hold true to the path I believe in. Oh, to be continued. Ooh. Of course I want to save. Sadly, I do think I'm going to call that a shorter session. It's only been an hour. I did manage to finish one part. How many parts are there to this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9. So technically there's only 8 of them left. Whoa, that's a really cool castle. Holy crap. Yeah, there's only 8 parts of it, so I might try and do at least 2 in each session. If they take an hour each, then that shouldn't be too hard to do. I was tempted to go crazy and try and do 4, but recording the game for 4 hours would be really quite hard. The game puts me to sleep. It's not boring, I think it's just the fact of I'm already slightly tired and also a lot of reading. It just makes me want to yawn a lot. Don't really put me to sleep, as such, it just makes me yawn. Regardless, apologies that is going to be a shorter session than normal, but I would rather end the session than, start to fall asleep. Either way, that is going to be the end of the session. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.